Oh, it's a few to go through. There. There's a few tyres to go through. Right, let's grab them.
So what are you doing? Those will come out of there. From where you stripped up from off the van.
Yeah.
Into there. Stick some more tyres out here. The van's just gone with all the scrap wheels.
Yes.
So now what are you doing with these?
What I'm doing nowadays, I'm grading them. I'm looking for any imperfections, any damages, burns, cracking. Oh, that I don't like on the tyre, so we can get rid.
Any perfection?
Imperfection.
Any perfection?
So what I'm doing is I'm checking tread. So I'm looking for any cracks, any lumps, or anything on the tread itself. So I'll run it round and then I'll give it some hand action.
Give some hand action.
Because what I'm feeling with my hand are lumps and bumps where it's been on. Do you mind?
I'll give you some hand action.
You did. So we can feel any imperfections on the tyre. The next thing we're going to do is check your sidewalls. So run hand round so we can feel any soft spots where there could have been a possibly blebs. And then we'll get the sidewall squeeze all the way around to make sure it's not cracking anywhere. And then we repeat the process again on the other side to make sure there's not. So as we're coming round, I have noticed there's a rip in tyre. Yeah, so that tyre, scrap. That'll go straight down to our scrap pile. Other side at yard.
Yeah, that one will be 32 good one. That's a good one.
And then we just rinse and repeat onto the next tyre.
Rinse and repeat onto the next tyre, buddy, then.
And we'll just go around.
What sort of size tread you looking for?
What size tread? Oh, over 5 mil. 5-6 mil. Anything above that is.
For somebody that don't know the millage, give a rough example against another one.
A rough example. That's a good one. Let me grab that one. Aha, this one. So we've got two different tyres here. This one on my right hand, spot on. Once I've checked it, it's got good deep tread and everything, and there's not much damage with it. This one, it's run off on this corner, so that tyre's scrap. That's no good to anyone. Best thing for that is to get shredded and recycled back into environment, playgrounds, roads, all that jazz. So that one will go to scrap. And then other example is, grab this one off here. This is a good one. And it's a lot easier to see. See, this tyre is completely knackered, no tread on it at all, and then you've got little lumps that go round the tyre. So we've got some more here. Just rub that mop off, some more lumps here. Those are your legal limit. As soon as your tyre touches one of those, you want to get that changed, because it result in 3 points and £100 fine per tyre, which is an instant bannable for a knackered. That one, no good to anyone. So that'll go straight down to scrap, and then we'll just rinse and repeat that process until pile's gone.
I've seen a lot of fine cars coming here. They're totally bald on them.
We get a lot of bald tyres.
And a lot of them have got the metal showing. Why is the metal showing?
Because they've run them that bad, that bald. But on the other aspect to it, it could have, tracking could be out, so the wheels could be cambered slightly, so they're running on one side, which is putting a lot of strain on one part of the tyre. So instead of your tyre running true like it should, it'll be running, that's exaggerated, but it'll be running at an angle, so only this part of your tyre is getting worn, which is where your cords are coming from. The other balding I've just was showing legal limit on, that had no wrong with tracking, because it was a nice even wear across the whole of the tyre. Well, if I come across one, which I have, this one, for example, as you can see, it's run off on one side. So this car, this tyre, would have been at a slight angle, and that, if they carried on driving on that, this side would have cord, canvas, all sorts poking out. Pardon?
What caused it?
Tracking, bushes, shockers, that's dodgy. Any dodgy components on your front end or back end can cause your tyre to wear from it. As soon as it wears like that, get it changed. It can be very dangerous. Because it
Some people, they just get in the cars and they drive it.
Yeah,
they don't know anything else. They don't know what to check or anything. So if they get in their car and they're driving along, What can they look out for while driving it?
While driving,
To
first
know that
to
the
check.
tyres are bad. It's the only way of knowing while you're driving.
Whilst you're driving, or you'll know if your tyres are bad, because if they're flat, you'll hear like it's hard to explain the noise, but you're hearing a really weird noise, like a goo goo goo.
Yeah.
So you know your tyre's flat. But if your tyres are cambered, you might experience pulling, either to left or to right, depending which way they're cambered, which you'll notice straight away. As soon as you'll be fighting your steering wheel to keep your car straight in a line. And if you let go and your car drifts, you want to get that seen to as soon as possible. Otherwise you'll be back to my garage every 6 months in more tyres put on. It's good for business, but it's not good for customer. So we try and get everything done correctly.
Yeah.
Wait up.
Yeah, I have a thing.
People. This one, I can tell straight off the back this is a bad tyre, because we're worn all on that edge, so that's no good to anyone. Let's probably scrap that for now. I've got this one. This one, to the naked eye, this looks like a good tyre, but what I can see, you might not be able to pick it up, but inside this tread I've got a consistent crack going all the way around the circumference of the tyre. Yeah, so that just in here, that's starting to go all the way around. So what I'll do with that is I'll wholesale that, and that'll get shipped to another country, either Africa or Brazil, and they'll make use out of that. We can't use this in our country.
Oh no,
because
they
of
make
cracking.
sandals and all that kind of stuff. All sorts they make.
And then worst bit about a crack, even though it's only a small crack, as soon as water and cold weather hits, it's going to expand these cracks and make them bigger. Like, you know, that day we had the other week with frost, I had 2 customers in that morning because of the expansion of water that's made holes in the sidewall.
Oh.
So we've had to help them and get their tyres replaced and get them back on road, and that was purely because of cracking and cold weather. Some people think that it's a minor thing, but something as simple as that, as small as that can cause you some serious problems down the line if it's not seen to. Now I'll kick that over there and back up. Right, this one, it'll be hard to see on this one, but this tyre is running off this way. See, it's got no crack in the inside rolls, all beads are perfect, it's got no blebs, but if we can get it eye level, I don't know if you'll see it, but it is running to the left hand side of the tyre. That again will go into wholesale. Grab this big one. Oh. This tyre.
So these wholesale, they don't go back on the vehicles, they go back into making other products.
Yeah. Or we'd send them to other countries where they can make use out of them. Like,
they do a lot of remotes over there as well, don't they?
And if they're too bad, what some people do, like I've seen some people on YouTube over Africa, they actually make stuff out of them. Like I saw a full-size Buddha made out of just tyres. Absolute beautiful work of art and a good use of rubber. See this one. This is the lumps I've been telling you about. So I've got a lump here. You might be able to pick it up. Yeah, you can just see that lump just here. Now this tyre here with that lump, this tyre has been involved in an accident. So when you slam on, this is a result of slamming on your emergency brake or head-on collisions. When your tyres put under immense pressure and stress, everything crumples and it causes a lump. That no good to anyone. That has to be destroyed. Because if that now goes on a car, it will result in blowouts And not just that, you're putting other people's lives at risk. And also, depending on where it is on car, if it's up front end, your steering wheel will be judding around, going 10 to dozen. Or if it's on back end, you'll get a vibration or a bit of a wobble, which is irritating. And then it has a knock-on effect in wet weathers and cause you to lose control. So that's scrap, it's gotta go. This tyre straight away scrap. It's run off on this edge. So with it run off on this edge, if that goes onto a car, what will happen is that will be cored in the next 3 weeks. That'll be cored wires. That'll be very dangerous to put on. And not just that, we've got cracks forming in tread, and we're almost at the legal limit going across. And not just that, we've got a good old ripping tyre here, here, and one down here. So that tyre again, knows it. Scrap, so that'll go straight to scrap. Wow, you put me on the spot now. So if you'd like to, if you want any more information or tyre knowledge or anything, give us a comment, like, subscribe, even a share. All helps just to help you guys know and how to check your tyres, especially when bad weather's coming. And you're always welcome to pop down to the garage to have a talk with any of us lads to give you any information that you need.